Dear brothers and sisters in Islam, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and welcome to a new episode dealing with the purity and the health of our hearts combined in the hadith or mentioned in the hadiths of the Prophet alayhi salatu wassalam. The hadith we are to discuss today is well known to the vast majority of us. Abu Hurairah, may Allah be pleased with him, said, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, do not laugh too much. Do not laugh too much. For excessive laughter deadens the heart. It kills the heart. It renders the heart to be dead. Laughter is when you have a cheering and smiling face and the teeth usually appear out of joy. If it is accompanied by a sound, that would be giggling, a sound that can be heard from a distance. And if it's soundless, then this is smiling. And the Prophet ﷺ, as Abdullah ibn al-Harith, may Allah be pleased with him, said, the Prophet ﷺ used to smile. I've never seen anyone smile more than the Prophet ﷺ. Which means that what a lot of the Muslims do today of having a frowning face and a serious look on their faces when you meet them is not from the Sunnah. Regardless of their titles, of their position in da'wah, when they claim to be scholars, and we've seen many of them, their character is awful, unfortunately, which means that the knowledge they have is not genuine. It does not, or it did not reflect on their souls, because this is the Prophet ﷺ. Abdullah ibn al-Harith says, I've not seen anyone more smiling than the Prophet ﷺ. Jarir ibn Abdullah al-Bajali, may Allah be pleased with him, he said, the Prophet ﷺ did not block me from entering and seeing him since I accepted Islam, and I've never seen him without him smiling in my face. So if I go to a scholar, a Muslim da'i, someone of knowledge, and I say, Assalamu alaikum, and he's meeting me with a frowning face, he's not a proper Muslim. There's something wrong in him. And his knowledge is not genuine, because he has to be having at least a smiling face, because this is what the Prophet said, alayhi salatu wasalam. Smiling in the face of your brother is charity. This is an encouragement from the Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam. So the Prophet, if you collect all the hadiths describing him, they would indicate that he used to often smile. And sometimes he would laugh, but without giggling and making a sound like so many of us may do. Al-Imam al-Tibi, may Allah have mercy on his soul, says, excessive laughter inherits the hardness and the stiffness of the heart, and that would lead to being heedless and oblivious. This is the death of the heart, that is, being oblivious and heedless. Al-Imam al-Qari, may Allah have mercy on his soul, says, when the heart is alive, it dies with excessive laughter. What if it's already dead? Al-Imam al-Qari says, it becomes more black. Al-Imam al-Sindi says, the death of the heart makes it stiff and hard, so that it would not benefit from any reminders, like a dead person would not benefit by anything we say to them. This is why when a person's heart is sealed, he does not see right to be right and wrong to be wrong. Things are flipped. Things are perceived in the other form or way. Why does the heart die out of excessive laughter? Because when you laugh a lot and you overdo it, the heart becomes stiff and almost becomes sealed. So whenever it hears the verses of the Quran or the remembrance of Allah, it does not react. Why do hearts die of excessive laughter? Because they become heedless, oblivious, neglectful. And that's why they're unable to react to anything that draws them closer to Allah Azza wa Jal. And because excessive laughter leads to haram directly or indirectly. Because you just want to laugh. Even if that was on the account of making fun of Islam, making fun of your parents, making fun of others. I am shocked why people pay stand-up comedians money so that they would make fun of their ethnicities and their religion, and they would make fun of their countries, and sometimes they make fun of themselves. And we just pay money to laugh. These are clowns. Yes, sometimes some of them may have a moral story or point. Some of them may have a punchline that is political or may help people, but the essence of the whole thing is that what they're doing is haram. Their earning is haram. And they have to cross the line to do these haram things. Didn't the Prophet say, alayhi salatu wasalam, وَيْلٌ لِلَّذِي يُحَدِّثُ النَّاسَ فَيَكْذِبْ لِيُضْحِكَ بِهِ الْقَوْمِ وَيْلٌ لَهُ ثُمَّ وَيْلٌ لَهُ. Woe! And this is a word of threat and warning. Woe to those who speak to people and lie to make them laugh. Woe to them, woe to them. And these stand-up comedians usually are the most depressed people, as psychiatrists say. They want to make people laugh, and the people do laugh, but they themselves are messed up. So many of them overdose. So many of them commit suicide. And we are shocked. Why? They were filling the whole world with laughter and fun. But deep down, their hearts are dead. And Sharia came with so many commands and instructions to live a serious life. There are times where you can joke. The Prophet used to joke and humor his companions, but he would never say anything that was a lie. And this was not the trend. This was not all the time, but it was every now and then. With the wife, with the children, with your kids, when you're home, yes, lower your guard and you can joke and play with them, but remember, do not excessively laugh. Smiling, like the Prophet did, ﷺ, is the best thing to do. Laughing every now and then is permissible, but it is not a way of life that you keep on just trolling people or making fun of people or roasting people all the time and making fun and laughing all the time. This lowers your bar and your dignity and would make people disrespect you.